Is the FHSA a gimmick? Hi there, I'm Nawar Naji, a real estate broker in the city of Toronto. On April the 1st, 2023, the federal government introduced a new program called the First Home Savings Account, which sounds a little bit similar to the Home Buyers Plan and is designed to help first-time home buyers get into the real estate market. In this video, I want to go over 2 points. First is to explain what the FHSA is and how does that compare to the Home Buyers Plan. And in the second portion, I want to take a look at does this program actually help first-time home buyers get into the market? And this is why I'm making this video, to see if this program will actually make a difference in helping first-time buyers get into the real estate market. Okay, so in the first slide here, I want to go over what is this First Home Savings Account. First, you have to be a Canadian resident. You have to be at least 18 years of age or older. It's only applicable to first-time home buyers, and the property has to be owner-occupied, which means you cannot buy the property and rent it. You have to live in it as your owner-occupied home and residence. The annual contribution is $8,000 per year to a maximum of $40,000 over 15 years. After 15 years, if those funds are not used, they have to be transferred to a registered program of some sort, such as your RRSPs. Now, what's the difference between the FHSA and the Home Buyers Plan? And the main difference is the Home Buyers Plan, you can withdraw up to $35,000 and then you have to pay it back over 15 years. Whereas the FHSA, those funds do not have to be paid back, which in my opinion is a nice benefit, is a nice advantage. So you withdraw the funds, use it as a down payment, and then you don't have to worry about paying back into the program over a specific period of time. Now, when I looked at the program, my first thought was, okay, this is interesting. A program designed to help first-time homebuyers get into the real estate market. But, and this is a Toronto perspective here, we have a chronic supply issue. The supply is always lower than demand, and this is why we have this lack of affordability, because we have strong demand and just not enough supply to accommodate that demand, whether it's jobs, immigration, all different type of factors, but there's just not enough housing to satisfy the demand that we have in the Toronto area. So does this program help add more demand and not address supply, which is the real issue, and this is what really results in that equilibrium balance between supply and demand? So let's take a look, and I did some numbers here. You look at their 2 columns, the no first home savings account and then the first home savings account, and I assumed a $750,000 purchase price, and this is typical of Toronto condo. And again, because this program is targeted towards first-time home buyers, and being in Toronto, look at it from a Toronto perspective, most likely the first-time home buyer will buy, or I should say get into a condo of some sort in the city of Toronto. And right now, at the time of recording in April 2023, average condo price is around the $750,000 mark. So the minimum down payment is $50,250, which is 5% on the first $500,000, and then 10% on the difference between the $500 and the $750. So that puts the down payment of $50,250. The mortgage, 5-year fixed, 4.89%, amortized over 25 years. And you can only do it 25 years because it is an insured mortgage, which means you're putting less than 20%, so you cannot go to 30-year amortization. And in this case, the monthly payment is $4,187. I said, okay, let's take a look at it. If this buyer, first-time home buyer, has their down payment plus the $40,000 from the FHSA, so $750,000 purchase price, and the down payment now goes up by $40,000. You can see the $50,000, and it goes up to $90,000, which is that additional $40,000 from FHSA. Using the same mortgage, so we can do an apples-to-apples comparison. The monthly mortgage payment is $3,911, which is $276 less per month between those two options, which sounds great. But I stepped back and I looked at the picture from a macro level. This first-time home buyer, in order for them to save $40,000 over 5 years, that means they have to contribute $667 on a monthly basis every month for 5 years. I'm a little bit skeptical there because I don't know how many first-time home buyers have 600, let's call it 670 bucks of after-tax dollars free to put into a savings account. Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but what's the likelihood? Not sure. If you're a first-time home buyer, leave a comment below. Let me know, is this program helpful? Do you have an additional $670 per month to put into an FHSA? I'm really curious to hear your perspective as a first-time home buyer, if this program will really make a difference. Now, another thing that I looked at is, yes, it's $667 per month they got to put in order to save $276. So the reality is, if I take $667, which is the contribution, and this is the savings, really they're still putting $391 because $667 minus $276 is $391. So there is an additional fund that's required to be put into the program. And again, based on inflation, cost of living, I do not know how many first-time homebuyers have additional cash flow to put into this program. Time will tell, but I'm curious to hear from all of you first-time homebuyers out there if this will make a difference for you. Now, the other thing, again, from an economic perspective, it's supply and demand. Now, if we're adding more demand, if there are 10 homes on the for sale, 10 condos for sale, and now instead of 8 buyers, we have 9 or 10 or 11 buyers, we're adding demand, and adding demand will push prices up, which will reduce affordability. So does this program really help affordability? I don't think so. I think really the answer here is supply. We need to build more homes, we need to build more condos to accommodate the growing population. We have strong immigration coming into the Toronto and GTA area, and in order to satisfy that demand, we need higher supply. And when those two are equal, then prices stabilize, then we have affordable housing, then we have people putting offers on homes or condos without needing to compete against 5, 6, 7, 8 other buyers and putting additional funds when it's unnecessary. That's my take. I think this is, in summary, it is a good program. It has good intentions, but the real solution is not in the demand side, on the demand side of the equation. It's supply. Supply, supply, supply. We need to address supply to address affordable housing and a lack of affordability in the city of Toronto. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video to be beneficial. Leave a comment below. Let me know, what are your thoughts about this program? Will this program make a difference for you? And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video.